Hey, and welcome to the Cam and Brad show. We got some good news for you game fans out there. Me and Brad, we've been digging up pretty much underground here to find you the best games for the best prices. And here's the funny thing, and me and Brad are on the same thought on this. You know, you find games occasionally under like 10 bucks, but you know, they could be good, they could be classic, but you don't feel like playing them anymore because they're not as good compared to games now. But there is one game that just outdoes everything, even at the updated games. I mean, you're not going to be... this is a fighting genre,
the
right?
The classics are always the best, and this one is no different. I mean, this one goes up and beyond. I mean, people talk about Street Fighter 4 being the best of all time.
Yeah.
This one...
puts the money on
exactly.
Right, and the thing I find is like, I was jumping on the Street Fighter bandwagon, weren't you as well?
But I jumped right off. I mean, I practically dove off that bandwagon.
It was pretty dangerous. We could have hurt ourselves by jumping off
I know.
You
don't want to hop from a moving vehicle.
But you know, we had to. And you would agree too when you find out what game we're talking about. I mean, this is... I mean, I don't understand this. And the funny thing me and Brad were discussing is that, you know, this game actually did not exist. I mean, it's within the actual game. It's a fighting game.
Yeah, this is just... It's one of the modes, but it's better than like a whole game, like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, right.
You've got mail.
Are you involved in this? I don't know who brought the computer in.
I don't know who invited the I Got Mail guy.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Wait your turn. Wait your turn. I don't know. Some people are just rude that way. But as we were saying before, we were rudely interrupted, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, don't want to take too much of your time. We want to actually show you the video. So follow along with us. Okay. Well, Brad, I'm just excited to share this phenomenal game.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's funny, like, people are gonna compare this to Street Fighter 4 and they'll be blown away by the definitely greatness here.
I mean, this is an epic game. I mean, there's so many moves. I mean, the complexity,
and the music that's
so sophisticated. Look at these graphics. Are you not blown away by it?
And look at, like, you have the whole arena to move around. I mean, you go up and down. You can't even do that in Street Fighter.
And look at the shading on the floor and the high detail of the dungeon background.
And then you have a vast array of techniques to choose from.
Oh yeah, look how many maneuvers there are. I mean, like, this is only the tip of the iceberg, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So let's give them a little taste of. Look at it.
I mean, I love, like, the fluid of emotion. I mean,
it definitely is like an action-packed film.
There's like 150 frames per second in this game. It's such a smooth, like, transition from.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, you know, I don't know about you, Brad, but after playing this, I really just sold my Street Fighter because you can't go back to Street Fighter after playing this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, I don't even know why they bother making games anymore. This is about the be-all, end-all video gaming.
That's the whole point of this, actually. The fact that this wasn't a game in itself. You know?
I know. Like, if they sold this game by itself, I mean, look, this is Golden Axe 2. It's amazing, and it has a single-player mode. But I feel like we should pay them money. We should pay Sega money for making this game because we're getting a little bit too much for our dollar.
Yeah, I mean, come on. This is like, come on. You can't buy the Trump Tower for 20 bucks. But this is practically just like buying the Trump Tower for 20 bucks.
I know, you're feeling like cheated. Like you're cheating somebody.
I feel like I belong in jail, right? Like,
we should be locked away for cheating them out of a game like this. I mean, like,
and look at it's fast-paced, it keeps you awake.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think the people at home can see, like, the amount of different maneuvers we're performing here.
And here's another thing, for drug dealers out there who use cocaine to stay awake, you don't need to do that anymore. You just plug this in, play it, and it keeps you awake.
I mean, this game is so exciting, it's like a thrill a minute.
Right.
It's like playing Need for Speed, but it's fighting.
Definitely, and once you have this, you won't have a need for speed. Drugs will be out of your life.
Absolutely. I mean, this game has been known to, like, cure all society's ills. I mean, if we can get like everybody from, like, bad neighborhoods to come and play this game, I mean, togetherness. That's what it's all about.
A good community. If all nationalities would just come together in the United Nations and start playing this, we'd all just separate. You know.
I think if, like the terrorists and U.S. troops just sat down and played this game together, the war would be over.
Definitely. I mean, this is a cure to all. I mean, everything. I mean, we could live a life of peace right now. It's in our hands. It's just up to the people to actually choose to do the right thing.
I mean, unbelievable. I could play this game all day.
I mean, haven't we doing that, man? Brad, come on.
Yeah, we've been playing this all day long. I mean, we've been even like playing this in our sleep. Like
I find myself dreaming. Like I wake up thinking like I have the remote in my hand.
Look, me, it's not a dream. I actually sit there with my eyes closed, lying in bed, and I'm not even facing the screen, but I'm pressing the buttons. I'm holding the controller, and my Xbox is on all night.
You know,
I'm surprised it hasn't burned out by now.
I think I'll be doing the same thing tonight, Brad.
Oh my God! You know, that's what it's all about. It's all about this game, Golden Axe 2, the dual mode. It's the greatest thing ever invented.
And yet the saddest thing as well, because it didn't get the justice it's definitely deserved.
I mean, what the hell is sliced bread?
And look, player 1-1, this dual practice your techniques by fighting each other again. But the problem is there's so many techniques that you really gotta practice a lot to get it down. You know?
I don't even notice, but did you notice the sound effects? They were incredible. The grunts, I mean, it was better than the voice work in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that everybody needs to look over this game and they'll inspire them to make the new games now even better.
Look at the title screen right here. This is amazing. It's such interesting text is written here.
It's very classic. It's got the classic feel, but it's like the forever eternal classics, not the classics that die away with time. This is
this ain't like your flavor of the month. Like Call of Duty, they're gonna forget about that in another year or so.
That's not talent right there. That's just a momentary thing. This over here is gonna. This is definitely golden, don't you think?
I think so. I think they had it right in the 90s. I mean, they picked the perfect title. I mean, games are so much better. 16-bit era, this is what it was all about.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, everybody only played the single player. But I'm glad that we introduced the dual.
Oh yeah, you know, this is what we do here on this show. We show these classics, these well-hidden gems. We like unearth the gems. We're archaeologists of gaming.
Definitely. And at the same time, I feel like somewhat guilty by making that. I mean, after this, no one's going to be playing Street Fighter, so we cost Street Fighter a ton of money.
The gaming company is going to be Atlas. Capcom is going to be banging on my door after they see this video.
Right, but you know what? It's not our fault. It's their fault for being too lazy to make games the way they used to.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to stop. They need to quit. Because what's the point of making games when, you know, you're never going to be able to best the best?
Yeah, and definitely you just saw the best, and we're glad to share it with the world.